Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Like, Rumble is going, YouTube is going, Twitch is going, Twitter is going. Give me a moment to turn on my live chat windows. Going, that's all going. Looks like, oh yeah, gotta turn on my macros. Looks like Twitch is bugging out actually now. Looks like it's streaming fine based on my OBS, but looks like it's having trouble on my screen here. It just shows infinite loading bar. The first time this happened. Yeah, let's... Yep, looks like Twitch is just having trouble today. Hopefully not too much trouble. Not worry about that all too much then. With my, what's it called, live chat window, I should be at least still be able to view the comments from it. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go ahead and get, actually, let's just one more thing over here. And looks like everything is good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Start from the top. There you go, at least names I can actually read. Hopefully this is reasonable enough. Or maybe not. Hopefully this is reasonable enough. One last thing to do is turn off my OBS preview in order to save some resources. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another couple Euros to replay. Small on bottom or just left side is the blue USF. We got Big Boss. Small on the right side is the red Wehrmacht or Ausstier. We got under the green line. I don't see any green lines on this game. At least in 1v1s. Technically green is a playable color. Oh, we got tier 1 skipped by the Wehrmacht player, looks like. Pioneer Squad, live idle. No, looks like he's going for a double Pioneer MG42 into perhaps Grenadier opener. That's unusual. Is there Ostrupen as a possibility? No. So got a weird opener here. Guess gonna wait and see how effective it will be. Oh, on the left side we do have the Heavy Cav Company. So we'll be able to apply some Pershings. Rifle squad laying down some sandbags will be completed. We'll lose some capturing time. The Wehrmacht player has gone for double Pioneer, which means he's going to have better capture game. And Pioneer's gonna take a bit of damage, spots him immediately, fires upon him, got a lot of good damage there. Now if the Pioneers can win out even at long range, or even at close range versus the Rifleman. We do have now a Grenadier squad on the build queue. We do have, of course, potentially Jaeger Infantry Doctrine, Spearhead Doctrine, or the German Mechanized Doctrine. I do like the 250 half-tracks and the command tank. Spawn Scope's quite a nice ability. Spearhead's very nice for the Tiger tank. Well, everything. Just everything's good in the Spearhead Doctrine. And Jaeger Infantry Doctrine is nice, though the Jaeger Command Squad is, of course, a unit that's very out of place, in my opinion. MG42 trying to set on up. Reaction Squad rotates around. Should have continued running this way since he was half the halfway more. But it looks like he will flank the MG42. Took a bit of damage there from the defense crews. Gets out the garrisons there, so he can simply run more northern and avoid the reaction fire. The reaction squad is getting distracted by the Pioneer, who's heavy cover. There are 4 windows to the side, so we can focus on that MG42 reasonably. The MG42 does have a very good DPS. Reaction squad does fall back out of garrison. Volley fire activated there. Also against Pioneers, probably wouldn't just fine just to fire normally. It gets suppressed there, but taking a lot of damage in return. And does fully pin the Pioneers, forcing back. Gets out of the garrison there. The squad's wounded enough that even the defense crews of the MG42 could potentially win. A rifle squad back here. MG42 fires the wrong angle. Rifle squad gets inside the church. Double rifle squad here. That Grenadiers took a beating. And he's probably being wiped right now. There's a good chance he gets wiped out. Pioneers could draw some fire there. This Grenadier needs to just stand and fight if the rifle squad is going to be focused on that Grenadier. He does retarget. Possibly could have just run by and try to get the wipe there. Can't say that would be a great idea. Just a possibility. Does get a good angle there. Does push too far forward behind the weld, which did start receiving fire from the Grenadier. Oh well. Got the rifle squad here. Took a bit of damage there. Grenadiers should be able to deal with him, though they're behind heavy cover now. Battle phase 1's now being researched. Got 2, 2, and no 2 MG42s. If he goes for another MG42, we could call that the 222 build. And clearly does not mean anything else. Battle phase 1 still being researched, so no chance for a rifle grenade. This our squad's taking a fair amount of damage there. Could have potentially forced back the Pioneer. Pioneer's not going to be able to do much either way. Rifle squad's down to half health, so the rifle grenade should be reasonably effective versus it if it does die to pull it out. Flame Werfer to pull it out on this squad here. And 4-2 advances some heavy cover, very nice. And the Wehrmacht player has the doctrine. We do have the German Mechanized Doctrine, which does give access to the 250 half track. He has went up. He has capability to pull out a very effective 250 half track. He is going for the 250 half track. He can fall back the Pioneer squad and get some reinforcements. He needs to fall back as well. He's flanked. About to get wiped out here. This other guy is not being reinforced at the moment, and all the squads falls on back. He solves the lieutenant. Medical bay there. Same the Flam and Warfare Pioneer is going to be very important for the 250 half track. Got a 50 cal here. Got to be careful of that. He saw the lieutenant, so he does have to be careful of 50 cals. He is aware of that. Of course, needs the upgraded structure for the anti-tank rifle grenade. He's going another 50 cal. And that's the deployed field. Goes towards 250 half track. Now we'll go ahead the bit more effective flame car version. It is far more durable than the M3. It has nearly double the armor, or I think more than double the armor. Makes so it takes 50% less damage from bullets, or at least 50% less chance to pen. See, it hardly took any damage there. And that Pioneer, that rifleman squad is about to get wiped on out. Does not reverse on back to pursue it. Holly, if you were to reverse back, you may get a wipe there. We do have the light AT mine here, which could be triggered, and looks like it will be triggered, which is a temporary stun. Misses it. It decides just either head down south to flank the 50 cal, which is not a bad idea. If he wants it for field control, then he can't be chasing down squads. He needs to push them back. Rifle squads there. The rifle grenade being sent by the Grenadier here does get suppressed there by the other 50 cal. Grenadier needs to fall back. The fully pinned about to get wiped on out. Does retreat it back. 50 cal does not fire bursts there. This 50 cal could be a move down here. Can start firing bursts. Does not wipe out this one. This one could be wiped out. Of course, not like he's probably able to dismount and secure it. And he will fall back as well. So no wipes. Though still, that's going to be a lot of reinforcements. M242 here finds a light T-mine, did critical damage to the thing, and it has a slowed engine effect. Another light T-mine there. Does manage to save the half-track thanks to this MG42, so very good setup there. And now the mortar half-track does need repairs. We do have the Lieutenant for Bazooka, a reasonable counter to the 250 half-track. Ambulance now pulled in field, where US player has some manpower to work with. Does have this upgraded structure, so it can get a intake rifle grenade off. One model carries bazooka. As long as that one gets knocked around, he will not be able to fire. We've got another. Oh, he is not repaired the flamethrower pioneer. Flamethrower pioneer has efficiency 2, so it has improved repair rate. The unvetted one was firing away or repairing away. This is firing away. Literally, and Lieutenant does fall back there. Now got a squad of Panzer Grenadiers. They can also be loaded back at the 250 half-track. But I think the Flamer Pioneer is just generally a little bit more reasonable for it. Utility car being blown in fuel. I actually don't know how effective the utility car is versus the half-track. It's a match that we don't see all too often. Lots of repairs now going. And that should repair it up in no time. So the time right now is 8 minutes 39 seconds. So it's technically there is time rather than no time. Grenadiers do take a bit of damage there, and they do manage to fall back. Flamethrower squad can side the back of the half-track once again. Mortar is probably deployed on the field, help engage those 50 cal. Since he sees 2 of them, that's actually probably a reasonable counter. Rifleman laying down landmine. This will get spotted. He does interrupt it. Intake rifle grenade ×2 being casted. Got the half-track quite nicely. Does lose a couple Pioneer models. Hands Grenadiers, I think Iron from Bundle Grenade does retreat up back. Does not manage to count the time. Looks like he was, or was trying to cancel it. Into the car on field does have its armored skirts. Our squad does fall back. Looks like they did take our rifle grenade. Hands Grenadiers are now falling on back. Good. Small splash hit there into the Lieutenant. MG42 sitting on up, out of range of the 50 cal. Lieutenant's starting to get suppressed there. It is a cutoff sector towards the fuel sector down south. Grenadiers do get suppressed. Mortar may want to smoke out the 50 cal. He's starting to fire smoke. Get smoked. That's not what that term means, but oh well. Oh, also the Grenadiers did get reinforced on the front line. As technically this is now the front line.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Cool. S-mines. The utility car is not S-mine proof. Looks like that was a small patch there, and I think all of it cleaned up because I don't see the markers anymore. The marker says Achtung, mine, I think. Smoke barrage raining on in.
resources are now available
Our
to
squad
you,
does get
Commander.
suppressed. Good hit there on that rifleman.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Misses a 50 cal.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Mortar may receive some rifle squad with bullets. Barrage is still ongoing, but if he would take a shot there, the scatter would be very tight, which could take out the squad in one hit. Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers pushing forward.
Losing a
This
sector.
Grenadier is not fully reinforced, being reinforced now when the Panzer Grenadier models do get dropped. Good hit, mortar hit there on that rifleman. Starting to smoke out the utility car once again. Now got a Scott on the build queue. Pack 40 rolls a miss. If you got the flamethrower pioneer, it does find the major.
The HQ has been upgraded. Medium armor and rocket artillery is now available.
Flamethrower hitting that major now. Got some artillery being brought in. Looks like major artillery. Does use incendiary rounds, but of course is unable to deploy them. First round miss. Let's see if it sticking inside the garrison would have been a good idea. The answer is no, because the wooden structure, it falls over a stiff breeze. Just ask the big bad wolf.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
Our squad heading down south. This is being smoked up by the Scott. Very nice. Pack 40 sitting on up.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And got the MG42 starting to fall back now.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Our squad's starting to fall back now. And the Pioneers are falling back as well. Grenadiers firing away.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Lieutenant does receive some smoke there. Grenadiers starting to get overrun by some riflemen. I do now have tier 3 being built by the Wehrmacht player.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Good hit on the Grenadiers. Pack 40 rolls a miss on the utility car again. Sends another miss there as well. Panzer Grenadier still a bundle grenade on the Lieutenant. He does advance forward. Grenadiers need to fall back. Mortar gets a good hit there on the Lieutenant.
We have 300 points remaining.
Rifle squad taking some flame bursts.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, looks like more light mines here. Very nice. Been seeing a lot of those. You don't really see that mine all too often. It's very limited. But he's been doing a good job actually deploying them out. The Carpentry 4 trying to overrun that Pack 40. And our squad's trying to fall back. Over here, I do have the major falling back from the Grenadiers. But now the VP's in favor of the US player by a small margin. Yeah, it's getting to plus 200, so it's getting to a decent margin actually. Short barreled Panzer IV on the build queue. The US player is enough for a Sherman tank. If he sees a short barrel Panzer IV, he'd go for the Sherman tank. Though he may be trying to save the Pershing, which I do understand. Panzer Grenadiers hitting that rifleman squad now. More smoke on the M242.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Grenadiers push forward, and they do fall back there. We do have a U.S. landmine here, and that is, I believe, the Treadbuster landmine from the utility cart, so it can only be triggered by vehicles. Short barrel Panzer IV now deployed on the field. Short barrel Panzer IV will be able to hard counter the utility car and the Scott, but that's not really saying much. It's a pen there. I honestly can't tell you how many pens it takes to take out a Scott with a short barrel Panzer IV. Short answer is a lot. Long answer, I think 6. Maybe 5.
Enemy forces are securing
Are these
our
units down
territory.
south trying to capture some of these sectors there? More looks like it's going to be barraging. Actually, not the major, or yep, he is going to be barraging the major.
We double your efforts. We are down to 200 points.
It's a decent splash hit there. And decides to fall back immediately. Not a bad idea. Panzer Grenadiers force back the riflemen. Our squad and lieutenant following back now. Panzer Grenadiers behind some good heavy cover. Pack 40 fire down south. Looks like he hit the Scott. It looks like the Scott's now barraging the Pack 40 there. He count down south, hitting the flanking Grenadiers. Trooper has 4 straight forward. Does take a pen there from Jackson. Jackson's a little bit overkill in this situation. Panzer Grenadiers need to fall back. But seeing the US players lacking proper AT, I do understand why I go with the Jackson. Because it will give him a good option to hit any armored target wherever he may fight, which will help out rounding out his composition. Sherman tank at this situation would be quite nice. Oh, howdy, sorry, I just saw your comment. You're welcome. Do you want to see another 1v1 next game, or do you want to see a 2v2? Raft squad took a bit of damage there. Do still have, that's a Wehrmacht Teller mine, which will one-shot the utility car and severely wound the Jackson to a point where even the short barrel Panzer IV can contest with it, because I think it would take 3 pens to finish off the Jackson. Which may not seem like a lot, but still means the short barrel Panzer IV could take him out. And looks like the Grenadiers do get hit, like once again. More smoke raining on in. You have to support the short barrel Panzer IV, but he is on negative ground there. Pack 40 does connect the utility car, but not again. There's some Panzer tactician there. Good pen there onto the Panzer IV. Well, greetings. Salutations. Well met.
Our territory.
Or howdy. We do now have the Panzer Grenadier getting suppressed by the 50 cal. Good mortar smoke there. Both players have been using a lot of smoke, which is very nice to see. Another pen there on the utility car. Relatively. US player is probably a bit more close to meta, just going for lieutenant. Not necessarily off meta, but not necessarily common, if that makes any sense. The Wehrmacht forces definitely had a weird opener. Usually when I think of off-meta, I think completely unrecognizable. Like, not going for Grenadiers nor Panzer Grenadiers, because that's quite fun. We do have a grenade thrown there, does get avoided. More smoke there, very nice. 50 cal, more smoke here. Good mortar hit there. Our squad's going to fall back. Short barrel Panzer IV pushes his way forward. Jackson's going to be hitting the short barrel Panzer IV shortly. We do have the Pack 40 rotating forward. Grenadiers 2 get suppressed, the other one gets pinned. You need to fall back. Does get a pen there for the Panzer IV. For Panzer IV, trying to hit the Rife Squad. Rife Squad does throw a grenade, does largely avoid it. Pack 40 connects onto the utility car. There's that more Panzer Tactician there. Force fire the ground there, gets pinned on the short barrel Panzer IV. Does take out that one guy.
We are losing a sector.
Our squad going back, gains good damage there on that of Pack 40. There's another frag there. Not really necessary, but gets the wipe. Jackson does roll a miss there. Other Pack 40 needs to rotate around. A force fire on the ground. And 4-2 pin.
We are down to 75 points.
As Grenadiers do take a bit of damage. MG42 is going to fall back now. Do now have a Panzer IV on the build queue.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Our squad down south. Mortar getting hit by the Scot. Mortar gets decrewed by the Scot.
Lost a Granatwerfer squad.
Got some Thompson Rangers up north. Flamethrower Pioneer could hit the squad behind heavy cover, but they're already pretty wounded. Double Pack 40 there. And we've got the Rangers now falling on back.
We have 50 points remaining.
Does hit the Jackson twice. Panzer IV gets a pen as well. One more pen and stun for it. Rolls a miss there. Panzer IV advancing. Prioritize fire turned on. No spotting scopes. Rolls a miss there on the utility car. Rotating around trying to hit the Jackson now. Does take a Pink Rifle Grenade there. Jackson goes down. Does be careful of the Lieutenant's bazooka, but that Lieutenant's actually wiped out at one point in time. The Panzer IV should just try to creep away. The Scot could try taking out the Panzer IV. The Wehrmacht player is running low on tickets. Pack 40 gets decrewed there, I think by major artillery. Scot could eye for a barrage order onto the Panzer IV. I think right for against the Panzer IV. One more shot should be done for. Scott's getting a barrage order there on the MG42. Northern VP is neutralized but not being captured. Does abandon the ambulance, rolls and misses there, but got a splash hit. Another anti-rifle grenade there. I think the aura there protected, absorbed some damage there. Looks like I found another light AT mine here. And we got the Panzer IV going on down. Another Panzer IV on the build queue. Central VP is captured, resulting in neutral capture. But needs to start capturing up the points.
We have lost a Panzer.
Now I got the Pershing on the field. Stug would be probably the best option to deal with the Pershing at the moment. Of course, he gets Panzer IV out on the field before he spotted it. Part of his fire turned on onto the Pershing. One shot into the short Panzer IV will take it out. And was repairing up a little bit. And looks like the US player, once he saw the Pershing, decides to back out of the game. Zangrade saying, keep watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, game's paused, so that is likely means somebody backed out. Go on to a 2v2. Should be reasonable enough. Enjoy. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another couple Euros 2 replay. Sorry, my mind's getting a bit of a brain fart. Spawn on the north side as the blue Soviet force. We got shock, heavy, big hamster tactics. Let's call them Hamsky. Spawn as the yellow UKF forces. We got Teddy McFluff. On the south side as the red Wehrmacht player, we got Might Be the Meow Gamer. And spawn as the magenta Okadobi player, we got Alfredo. We do have one doctrine lock-in. We've got the Austrupen tactics, a doctrine which I always find that they unnecessarily nerfed. And we got the mobile assault regiment, which he's going for a double Vickers opener. Interesting. Maybe going to go for Royal Engineers afterwards, not sure. I need to catch the central VP. MG42 is already on the field. You can get some cheaper weapons right here. MG34s and PaK 40s for 375 manpower. Use the Austrupen to recruit them. Then you got pretty cheap reinforced squads. They're a little bit squishy with a higher target size. Conscripts getting a bit of damage there onto the Sturm Pioneer.
Reporting in.
Conscripts taking some damage there from the Kuhwagen as well. Not focusing on the Sturm Pioneer, which is very good. The Sturm Pioneer is definitely a higher threat target. Volksgrenadiers getting behind some good heavy cover there. Conscripts getting flanked by the Kuhwagen. This one he was trying to pitch some damage on in, but he immediately gets focused out there as he pokes his head out. The Volksgrenadiers on the field. Maybe Brits want to give a single Vickers for the Soviet? Possibly, but they're... no, he's giving it to the Wehrmacht player. I would say sack the Pioneer to try to capture it. It probably won't go that well. Intersection is getting suppressed, getting flanked from, even though behind heavy cover. But since it's getting flanked, it's not behind heavy cover.
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Pick up by the penals and would be great. Would have been good defense walls, but I think combat engineers are pretty good crew to pick it up as well. Combat engineers, of course, have a very good rifle, and so when you have a 5-man defense squad of combat engineers, it's actually a pretty good defense squad.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
I put a lot more value into combat engineers supply than most players. You have now the Volksgrenadiers straightforward onto the combat engineers. Conscripts here. Yeah, being supported with this conscript squad there, so Volksgrenadiers take a bit of damage. Volks or Ostrupen get inside that garrison. That's not exactly a great garrison to get inside of. There is not too many windows on this side. Does get out and needs to fall back. We'll, of course, take a bit of damage there from the Vickers as well. Probably drop a couple more models from it. Somehow dropped no more models there. Not much left there either way, so he will have trouble fighting next fight. He will need medics. Not sure if he has that research. Got the concept squad here slowly picked off.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
I don't know why. See this right there? I think progress bar. Yeah, I must be out of it. Speaking of progress bar, sandbags have now been built. Comm engineers here. Boys, a minesweeper. He puts away the minesweeper. Over here, Ostrupen take a bit of damage. Flamethrower squad and over on the MG42. Ostrupen getting some decent damage since they're not being focused down. MG42 at this point in time needs to fall back, but to get wiped on out. Does get wiped on out.
We have lost an MG team.
Since Ostrupen's in pretty stacked up, we will take a bit of extra damage there, splash damage.
Our troops.
Does pick up the MG42. MG42 goes down. He probably should have just stood there and fought, because I think he sort of threw away the chance of keeping it secured. Let's see. Angrid, you mean those crazy combat engineer spam strategies? No. Mostly when I do combat engineer openers, I go for a second combat engineer to 2 maxims to 2 mortars, a support weapon spam. Yeah, I'm not opposed to doing that, and then saving up for the shocks and guards for more of a standard infantry unit.
Supply line's been cut.
Or partisans. Yeah, I'm not sure. Though I think the Soviet airborne doctrine for SVTs may work a little bit good for them. We do have now a doctrine selected here. We do have the guard rifle combined arms tactics, so the KV-1s guards. Both pretty good assets. I am a big fan of the KV-1s. 2-2 firing weight, but getting hit by the Vickers ×2. We have now the artillery officer here. The course does have access to a free smoke barrage. No heavy mortar barrage until it gets emergency 1. And also, Magenta has gone for the Fierstorm doctrine. He went for Battle Group HQ rather than for the Mechanized HQ. The most powerful asset in this doctrine is the Open Blitz truck, in my opinion. Let's give you access to ambulance, so you can have a source of healing while going down Mechanized. Plus, forward reinforcements for Volkers is pretty nice. Vickers getting hit. MG does get decrewed, and Pioneers could try to capture it. The Flamer Sappers take a bit of damage here. Lost some model there.
We're losing a capture point.
Vickers is not really far target towards the Pioneer, and so the Vermont player will be able to capture himself 3 Vickers. Over here, I do have the Flamer Engineers being overran. Got some guards here. Colin scripts on this flank. Volks are just behind some heavy cover there, getting some damage to the conscripts. Molotov thrown onto the Volks. Oh, got some MP40s now pulled on the field. Volks needs to fall back, so this squad there. He does, of course, need some medics if he does have medics. Assault squads, like the MP40 squad and shock troops, require full health to enter combat. Some sort of explosion there. PMD6 mine? I think there's a PMD6 mine, so we actually have those being occasionally being pulled on the field. They're difficult actually to pull on the field since you really have to spam them. Usually I have 2 combat engineers constantly building them since they're so cheap. It takes a bit of time to start queuing up everything. Hezfaust does not connect with the AEC. 2-2 does go down. The squad's gone unless he lost his infantry sections while at it. Engineers Oh, does have the aura attack aura.
Attempting to steal our
Oh, he was
sector.
not behind any cover there, so he did not do
Our
much
brave
damage at all.
infantry is dying.
Lost a squad of Ausschuppen, not sure where. No Panzerfaust once again. AEC has taken a bit of damage there. The Vickers may go down here. Does take out the MG. I also thought so, but no. Flamethrowers are more than enough to waste ammo. Okay, so talking about the SVTs. It looks like the Volks take a bit of damage there. Three of these guys are stacked up, so a grenade would be a good spot to throw right there. MP4 just push way forward. Throws out a grenade on the guards, but he does dodge it. No upgrades in this one. MG sort of fall back. Or maybe we're talking about the PMD-6 mines. PMD-6 mines do cost, was it 7.5 munitions each? So, you really have to take time to spam click them. Honestly, that's the reason why my mod, I made it so they're reworked to be like S mines. So you just place them down a field, which just makes them a bit more easier to place down. Ausschuppen do get suppressed and force them back. We got a smoke barrage here. Vickers gets out of the smoke. Nova C1B as officer does get around the flank. Smoke still exists.
Under fire! Enemy squad has us targeted!
Volkswagens do take a bit of damage.
A capture point is being overrun. Machine gun crew awaiting orders.
Ausschuppen do fall back. Over here we do have the Volkswagens firing away, MG34 hitting the conscripts. Flameshers could force fire the ground. Does not. Oh, AEC took a engine crit there from the Grenadiers, looks like. Zoomtron Pioneers getting on top of the guards. Flamethrower hitting the MG34, getting suppressed there. And the guards do get AoE suppressed down there, taking a fair amount of damage, and both those squads trying to fall back. Oh, PMDC 6 mine and a regular landmine both detonated there, getting some decent amount of damage. Ausschuppen quite wounded there. See, even in those 7 ammo mine strategies, dare to guess that more about beating weak enemies at twink accounts. Didn't see any strategy behind that. And you'd be surprised how effective they are. But of course, it's one of those things as well. You don't really take if you build a lot of them, it takes a bit of time to sweep them up as well. I've had them good usage of them. Though I still say the flare mine's still the best ability. Oh, still the best landmine. It sort of does overlap with the role with the flare mine itself because of nature of it's reliably picks off one unit as opposed to doing a bit of damage to multiple squads. It does decrew the mortar. Pack 40 connects and pick up the mortar now. And there goes the T-70. Good Panzerfaust. Folks in here do fall back.
One of our vehicles.
His squad will manage to keep on out of there. Pack 40 sitting on up. Goes out some Panzer Tactician. Pack 40 connects onto the AEC. See ya. T70 on the build queue for the solo player once again. All shooting to take a bit of damage there, but Kenworth is starting to fall back now. Flame Engineers rotating around. Kuhwagen wounded back here. MG34 protecting the flank. Notice he did find a landmine there. The landmine being built now. Grenadiers and Assault Officer getting suppressed there. Vickers there, firing away against the Alstrupen. Mortar smoke running on top of that MG42. The other one does get flanked. Rifle grenade fired. It took a bit of splash damage there from on the officer. And the officer got veterancy from that as well. Not sure how. Don't think he got an AoE veterancy as ability. Pack 40 rolls a miss. Vickers getting wiped on out by the officer. Mortar barrage there hitting that other mortar, or MG, takes it out. AEC still alive. Flame Engineers falling on back. Pack 40 could get a shot down the AEC. Grenadiers are quite wounded. Alstrupen grabbing himself. Does not manage to grab himself a weapon. Vickers does get claimed. Good mortar hits there. There's more weapons you can claim here, but he does get suppressed once again. There's triple MGs here. Did he capture one of his opponent's MGs? That was the other way around. Hands 4 here with power and his fire turned on. Gets bottomed. Get over for sitting up. T-70 will manage to escape on out of there. Does fall back all those squads. No anti-tank grenade. Did not have enough munitions for it. This gun fires away, rolls a miss or bounce, wipes out the conscript squad there, advancing. They will manage to flank the Zis gun.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Flare mine triggered by the MP40 squad. He may be able to clear that Zis gun, but overall should start falling back. There's a conscript brewer on his way forward. Had enough munitions for it, but barely. Double AEC? Okay. Barrel player could eye for Ostwind to counter that. Goes for Panzer 4. It's going to have a bit of trouble a little bit. The AECs can defeat that, but it's situational. But is going for Osterlatzen. AECs pretty forward. Does go for the Tread Buster, gets one pen there. And AECs will manage to overrun the Panzer 4. May lose one AEC, does lose one AECs to the Pack 40. I think Panzer 4 would have picked off either way, and does take out the Panzer 4 there, so good trade there for the British player.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Flame Engineers push way forward. Do of course the Pioneers capture the munitions sector. Oh, Alstrupen finds a landmine. There's more landmines over here. T-70 over there. Alstrupen or Storm Pioneers repairing up the Panzer 4 quite nicely. This gun gets a pen on that Panzer 4. And the Volunteers do not get that grenade off in time.
Support gun deployed. Crew ready for orders.
Pack 40 rolls a miss. Cheer Panzer Quarters getting hit there on that Panzer 4. Vickers there. War rolls a miss. D70 now falling back. Oshrupen straight forward. Got the officer there. Vickers heading up to the VP secured. Oshrupen just needs to find some heavy cover, be fine. The Vickers going to be setting up. I believe the Vickers will set up time to suppress the Oshrupen. He will get behind some heavy cover there, but does fall back. Another Panzer 4 on the build queue. Mortar barrage raining on in. Pioneers get a nice little flank, but they don't really have the firepower to actually conduct the flank. Also straight forward, we do have Smoke got summoned way over here. Another Panzer 4 deployed on the field does use diversion ability. AC straight forward, Pack 40 can rotate around. The Gunnerfer gets a good pen there. Pioneers do fall back, so does the officer. AC straight forward. Will receive a miss there from the Panzer 4. Goes out zone Panzer Tactician.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
More smoke there. Gets a pen there on that AEC. Yellow's just really liking his AECs, isn't he? Yellow has not teched up again. As long as the tier 1. Grenade takes out the mortar crew. Assassin does take a bit of damage there. Some pioneers over there, MG34 here. And looks like Kuvok is just not going to receive repairs this game. Did not have a flame hetzer now being on the build queue. Not necessarily a bad idea. So players should definitely eye for a KV1. That would be a good counter to the Panzer Force. Incendiary barrage now being casted. Flame hetzer now deployed in the field. Some getting some damage on that Sherman Pioneer. Panzer 4 straight forward. Officer here getting a flamethrower. Mortar barrage running in a little bit far. Triple AEC push way forward. Trying to overwhelm that Panzer 4. Got a fourth AEC on the build queue. I guess I should just not argue with anymore since he's going a bit more of a fun build. Mass 2 would seem like it works better than Mass AECs. I don't know why. But that AEC is getting ripped apart there. Does use an engine crit there. Takes out another AEC. Panzer is going to be connecting from the Oshrupen. Gets connected. Overshot, and that AC does go down as well. And always fresh one now pulling the field. Yeah, the AEC is not really a good idea. He has enough fuel to tech up. That's about it. Needs a lot more manpower though. Flame hetzer firing away. That MG crew may get wiped on out. Good pen there. AT grenade connects and does get engine crit. Now the AC in the build queue, so it looks like Yale's going for more ACs. Probably should have gotten a AC bulletin. I actually don't know about the AC bulletin off the top of my head. AV-1 deployed on the field, an excellent heavy tank. The YAG panzers may be necessary to help deal with that. The Jedi has enough resources for a YAG panzer. Henceforth will be going on down. Henceforth has gone down.
Medium panzer lost.
Henceforth falls on back of the AC. Received a miss there, but has one pen onto it. Another AC pushes forward, does take another pen. Incendiary barrage will rain a little bit far. However, rolls a bounce. If we get past falls off there, that should be enough damage on it to get this snare. Does get the snare. Okay, got the straight and run there. Does almost hit the mechanical warfare crew. Great hit there on those volts. Giving the KV-1 versus 1, so he can now hold down. And Majetta's going for a Panther, which would be a good counter to the KV-1. Still think a YAG Panzer would be a much more cost-effective option. Your transporter is under fire. You could try smoking out the KV-1 to slow it down. Engine forward too far away, hit trying to get MG-34 or conscript quad. Motor puts in the sheer transporters. Looks like the Panther will be deployed on time, but barely. And then the KV-1. Looks like the mechanical warfare force on the ground, but nothing there at the moment. And they're advancing, will crush a good number of those conscripts models. I was not expecting that. And then the KV-1. And everything's falling back out of that region. Got triple 2-2, so I'm just tired right now. What is going on in this game? Multiple ACs, multiple 2-2s, another AC in the build queue. Why is it going for mass 2-2s? Can mass 2-2s counter mass AC? I have no idea. I did not get much sleep last night, and everything in this game is just starting to break my mind even more. Flame engineers getting suppressed. Smoke barrage, I think I'm really going to get more sleep. Is that 2 tier 3s? That may have a mistake. I'm having trouble thinking right now. We got 4 2-2s on the field. Guards. The Soviet player is playing normal. The KV-1's not common, but not necessarily unheard of. Same thing the Flame Hetzer. Both the right players are going for less common builds, or versus the unheard of builds. We got a 5th 2-2 on the build queue. I have no idea.
We have a new scout car.
Medical supplies here, very nice. So 5 2-2s right now versus 4 AECs. So the player has plenty of fuel. Those are red. SC5 on the build queue, not a bad item versus the Panther. And of course, be very liable versus the Flame Hetzer. It's bounced on the Panther. Panther does take a pen there from the T-70. AT grenade onto the Flame Hetzer. Good pen there in the Panther. Double pen there in the S-35. Double pen, it will take it out. Another shot there from the X. And the S-35 goes down. But the Panthers take a bit of a beating, so can't really stick around for too much longer. KB1 has plenty of help to work with. We're going to work with the crew. Flame Hetzer getting repaired. 6th 2-2 now the field queue for red.
The enemy are determined, and we are down to 300 points.
We got railway artillery being summoned right here. Okay. His teammates bringing in some heavy ordnance for his teammate. Combat blitz out there almost goes down. AC smokes his way forward. Sheer transporter is actually a reasonable counter. Kuvakan does go down. Sheer transporter takes out that one. 2-2s push way forward. I've never seen that many autocats back up 2-2. AC goes down. Flame Hetzer stays alive. AC goes down. Magenta has nothing. I wonder if there's some friendly fire damage there. I have no idea. Red has all 6 2-2s still alive, though he's getting hit by guards and everything there. Sylvie player has largely nothing as well. Axis players do have trouble capture fair. Allies do have more tickets at the moment, but barely. 2-5-1 half track on the build queue. Super Spooce barrage raining in somewhere. Somewhere around here. Looks like it does completely dodge it. KB1 could hold down. Magenta does go for another Obstotson. Needs a lot of repairs done. His teammate could send back some Pioneers to help him out. Like a little bit too close there. Well, those AACs accomplished pretty much nothing there. S-35 on the build queue. Verimach or Okada Panther fully repaired. Flame Hetzer are now being repaired on up. It's bounced down the KV-1. Rolls a miss there. Takes a bounce there. Another bounce there. Does get a pin. 2-2s push right forward. Gotta be careful not to body block his teammate's Panther. 2-2s need to focus on the AT gun, which I think they are doing well enough. T-70 could actually focus on by this many 2-2s. I think he just got pinned by his own lag there. T-70 does get the main gun destroyed. KV-1 does not prioritize fire turned on, but does manage to target the Panther properly. 2-2s charge way forward. AC trying to engage. But kind of work right here. Panther combat blitz there. Takes out the KV-1. Red's now down to 2 2-2s. Has another one to build queue. Flame hits are firing away.
We are losing a sector.
Good hit there. Pens on the S-35. Flame Hetzer does take a pen there from the AEC. Off-Strupen advancing. Panther does get buttoned. Off-Strupen's cover does explode. And does take out the flame hetzer there. Looks like tread busted there from an AC onto the Panzer IV as well.
Redouble your efforts. We are down to 200
Triple capture in favor of the allies. Another 2-2 on the build queue for red. Magenta. Also, King Tiger wouldn't be half bad as mode. Does not have mechanized HQ right now, so more Panzer IVs would probably be good. Actually, that was the second flame hetzer. Does this on the build queue for blue? We probably should go for another KV1, though you could afford a pair of ML20s right now.
Here are on the line.
Suppressive fire! Veterans in
Guards do fall back. SU-85 does roll a miss. And before we upgrade on that Volkswagen, Lucy has rebuilt 2 Volks. Multiple 2-2s are there. AC push way forward, which could be overrun by the 2-2s. This one does use a take aim ability. Grenades push way forward. Guards firing away behind some good heavy cover. Oops, sorry, hit my microphone. Guards getting peppered a little bit there by the flamethrower. Panther push way forward. Does contend there on the flame hetzer. There's another pen there. And there on the S-35. Okay, Panzer IV gets shot there on the MG. Oberstassen trying to capture this point there. Looks the Vickers or MG42 there having trouble versus the Oberstassen or Ostruppen who are behind or in light cover. Panzer IV push straight forward. Finds a landmine there along the flank. Very good landmine spot. Here comes AECs to hit that Panzer IV. Does have to increase armor, but they also getting distracted by all the 2-2s on their own rear. Panzer IV taking hits from all angles. Panzer IV does get abandoned there. Does take out that Panzer IV there, losing multiple 2-2s. I see a lot of small explosions there. I'm not sure from what though. AC is going to go on down there, and that AC goes down. Then losing 2-2s, getting a 6-1 back out. And it looks like the allies have surrendered. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And my apologies everyone, I got no sleep last night, so I have to call it an evening early today. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.